You actually are welcome to another episode of Talks About You with your boy Soro Midaya in the building. And today I have one of the best music executive you could meet in London, in person of Miss Laude London. It's a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me.
The pleasure is mine. So I like to talk about everything basically on this podcast, just live, how you got to where you are, music executive, Afrobeat is big where we come from as young black people. I think that's one of the best things we're proud of right now. So I just like to know about LED's family, how you got into music.
Okay. Yes, I agree with you. I feel like Afrobeats is one of the biggest exports of like the last decade and whatnot. So how I got into music, I've always worked in music. Well, I've always been a music kind of person. Because my dad is like, I think he's like choir master at church, DJ by night. So you play something like, you play like praise and worship during the day, then at night it's like, give me the lighter, pass me the guitar. It depends,
that was
depends on the time of day.
So you basically listened to everything growing up?
Everything. Like I was heavily influenced by whatever he was playing. Yeah. R&B, hip hop. But then I feel like the Afrobeats thing really started when he came back from Lagos one day. And he came back with, the paper, the CD in like the paper. Yeah. I don't know where he got it from.
The mix then.
Somewhere. Yeah. And then, I just heard, din, 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 and it was the band, Mekata Dem Di Coco. I was like, Dad, what the hell is this? And I feel that's where like the Afrobeat journey started for me. Yeah.
So when did you know, like, okay, this music thing for me is the music business, not me singing?
Okay, to be honest with you, like I said, I've always been a music type of person. However, I did politics in university. I graduated and I worked in politics for a few years. And then in 2018, which is like 4 years ago, that is when I decided that I'm actually going to like have a 9-to-5 professionally in the music scene. So it took a long time because, when you're growing up, you just think, I'm going to go to school, I'm going to do, politics, English, maths, all the typical type of subjects. So that's what I was doing. But I did music in GCSE and then I just left it. I picked it back up 4 years ago. And I decided that I wanted to work somewhere where I don't see many people that look like me doing it, because everybody wants to be a rapper, right? Everybody wants to be the next Burner, the next Wiz, or whoever, the next David. And for me, I was like, you know what? I want to be a music executive. I know quite a lot. I can write. So I want to understand a bit more about the business side because... Obo is king. Yeah, that
was where the money is.
Exactly, the business.
So how do you feel being a money woman?
I'm happy now that I've been able to understand a lot more about the industry and kind of shed some more light on the business side. And I'm actually happy that there's so many people like me, like-minded on the continent and in the diaspora that are doing a similar thing. So once I got started, I started working at PRS for Music, which is the Performing Rights Society in the UK. And they collect royalties for songwriters and producers. And so that's kind of where I started as a music licensing executive there.
So looking at you having a very rich background in the Afro, or like you're freaking up from your dad and you yourself. So what do you think separates you as a music executive that has a very rich background on this type of music?
Right now everyone is talking about Afrobeats to the world. It's like the biggest hashtag.
Yes, it's the biggest exploit right now. Yeah. Because people are making a lot of money, man. Exactly. Everybody wants to go where the money is.
Yeah, right now there's a huge session of monetization going on. There's just money being thrown at Afrobeats. But to be honest with you, there's only ever going to be few people or few entities that understand the culture, and that's what I'm lucky to have. I'm lucky to have the culture from the day. Like if I go back on my videos from my first birthday, I can hear King Sunny Ade being played in the background. So it's a culture that I grew up with, and that way I kind of have a deeper understanding. And then because I'm passionate about it, I'm actually looking at ways to better the whole ecosystem rather than just one artist or one person or profit. Profit is important though. Because like I said,
I feel money is important, but then we should not value ourselves on money.
Exactly. We have to value, and for you to be able to get the most out of an investment or transaction, even music, because I see music as a product, by the way. You have to understand your value, and to understand your value is to understand the culture, where you're coming from. So I feel like that's kind of one thing that I kind of have over somebody else. But one other thing is that I'm a very inquisitive person. I don't stop at, I don't know. I'm always like, I don't know. Why don't I know this? Let me find out, because I need to know. And that's what got me into the licensing and royalty end of, the music thing.
So, okay, now knowing what you know, like, about Afrobeat and having a good knowledge about the music business, how do you think is better for us to create network and bridges for Afro hip hop, like Afrobeats coming up?
I mean, having conversations, even like platforms like this as well, I think is very important. We take these things for granted because we see so much of it on social media that we don't understand that there's still, they like to call Nigeria and then the likes of countries in Africa emerging markets. Afrobeats is still on like an emerging market. We have not even begun to, take out the value from it. So the best way to do that, the best way as an artist, if you're coming up, is to just be out there, to take advantage of platforms like this, build a team. Don't go and call Davido's lawyer or Davido's manager that you want him to make you blow. There's people around you. There's young entertainment lawyers. There's young entertainment execs. There's young A&Rs that are looking, that are hungry and that have a vision. There's young videographers. Don't go and look for Dami Twitchell, because you get
because
there's people around
they
you
have scratched the surface. We've not really gone deep.
Yes, and we need to build I keep saying an ecosystem, because that's the only way we eat consistently. That's how you build an ecosystem. So yeah, I think one of the things, if you're coming up and you're young and you're in the Afrobeat scene, get yourself a team. And try your best to make sure you're finding people that actually fit the P. Don't go and employ your friend and your friend is not interested. We have to be using
your
our
goals have to be in alliance.
Exactly. That's a good point. Align with each other. Find people that you fit with and walk together. And very soon you'll be running, and then next minute you're catching a jet and a flight, and it's like, ooh, when did that happen?
So good. So what side of this do you think artists are not aware of, building this ecosystem and actually networking and business?
I think consistency is really important. It doesn't matter what the doesn't really matter what the hold up is. There's a strength that you will have versus another artist, and I think from working with artists, a lot of them have gotten bogged down because they're looking at this artist has that, this artist has this, but what do you have? There's something that you have that they don't have. So, use your strength to now be able to acquire all the other things, and then you'll definitely make get there. But you have to be consistent. It's just consistency, and all this idea of I'm not a social media person, then you're not ready to be an artist. Not in 2022. And I don't mean you have to be an Instagram artist. You don't have to be. You can be a TikTok artist. You can be a SoundCloud person. There's so many new apps and social media type. There's Beams where it's just voice only. You can build your artistry on Twitter. You
just have to be present.
Choose your avenue, but just choose one and be consistent, and stop making excuses about I'm antisocial. Then bye to your music career in 2022.
Right. So that's interesting. That's very calm. How many artists do you work with?
Now about, I don't know, 6 or 7, quite a few.
Names you mind?
I don't want to name drop, but under Laude, we've definitely the most notable artist we've worked with has been Bella Shmurda on his last project, and that was really dope. I think we even saw him as the first and only African listed on the YouTube Foundries list, which was really, really dope. So shout out to the PR team. Gracie May for all that work. I mean, they're just dope.
All right. Shout out to you too.
them.
Shout out to
Laude.
Shout out to Bella Shmurda.
Yeah. But then one of the things that I've also done as like an exec on the royalty side is put music into like film and TV. And one of the things that I felt like I was really proud of was putting Wizkid's and Sam Clef's song into Michaela Cole's I May Destroy You, which is like a series that went on like HBO, Netflix, and that went really well. And I really want to encourage more artists, especially the ones that may not be popular. They may not be on the top 10 charts or whatever, on the top 100 on the Spotify playlist, to start looking at other ways to make money. And that's putting your music into like games, into film, into TV.
Just be serious about your music business. Aside being serious about the music.
Yeah.
Basically.
Exactly. And I think that's one of the things that people are like, oh, you know, when they see the likes of Davido and their Bobo, his lawyer shining, is because those business deals are being made to prop the artist up as well. It's not just about the music. It's the music is a product, and everything else that you build around it in terms of the brand follows as well. Okay,
so now you know in the music business so well, and you've been part of the culture and everything you offer. So how do you think is best for a music artist that's growing up back home in Nigeria or trying to cross across borders with the music? How do you think is best for them to sell their music?
I mean, I feel like loads of artists are trying to like cross this so-called border. As for me, if you're an artist, wherever you are, if you're in, I don't know, Festac, or you're in Farringdon in London, like, honestly, you have to know your market. Meaning that if you have 500 monthly listeners on Spotify, where are they based? What do they eat? What do they drink? Whose Instagram page other than yours do they sit on? Do you get what I'm trying to say? So essentially, you align your music, which is a product, with other products that they like to be around. So if you know that your core audience is a 25-year-old and she likes to watch Big Brother and I don't know, she goes to Uniben and, you know, like, then why aren't you doing a show in Uniben? Because that's where the majority of the babes that listen to you are. So
basically, you need to know your demographic and represent it.
That is it. You have to know your demographic. And then what you can start to do is you can take someone that doesn't know you, that just discovered you, all the way along this fan journey, and then they become like a super fan where they start to advocate. Oh, have you heard about this guy? He's popping. Have you heard about that guy? He's popping. That's the advocacy. And then they become a super fan, and then it doesn't even matter. You know, you have some artists, they sell their bathwater and people buy it. So you want to get from someone that doesn't know you to they know about you, to they advocate, to they're like, you can sell them water, you can sell them air in a bag, and the fans will eat it up, and then you're clear. And then it doesn't matter. A lot of artists, you've noticed that they've diversified. Rihanna is a billionaire, and it's from Fenty Beauty.
Yeah.
Do you see?
She became a businesswoman, not the music.
Well, actually, the point is that you have to be successful in music. You have to always think about the business, and if you're not thinking about the business, you have to have someone in your team that is thinking always.
Yeah, I mean, you're as good as you think. That's one thing I am sure about. Like, I think I've had the same team, like group of people that we work together for like 5 years now, like my guys.
Yeah.
So you're as important as you think.
Every single person is a chess player, and they're all important in the game. So yeah.
Okay. So now, leaving the music and how you've helped everybody, I'd like to come a bit back to you, like here. Mm-hmm. So being a black woman in this space, how do you keep it all together, like? I mean, it can be a lot.
That's a very tricky question.
Yeah, I mean, it can be a lot of times. It's
a lot. It's a lot. You have to. I mean, you definitely have to be professional, but everybody has to be professional, right? Yeah. It's hard. I'm gonna be just real with you. It's very difficult because people are not easy.
Yeah. We all. I mean, at the end of the day, I don't like to pick on people. I feel like we're all difficult to deal with. Yes. One way or the other, no matter how open you are.
We are. Yeah. No matter how good you are, there's always the K-leg.
Yeah. So we're all difficult to deal with. Like at the end of the day.
Absolutely. But yeah, I mean, you have to be confident and you have to not like second guess yourself. So that's one of the things that have been really good for me. I'm very confident about what I know. And then even in what I don't know, I'm always like, yo, I don't know. Tell me more. I want to know that I'm interested. I'm very, very confident. You have to understand that it's not just the black woman in the industry is not just a music isolated music business situation. It's in all industries. So because I'm someone that is trying and is succeeding, that also helps me be a bit more, I guess, confident and aware of myself. I think whether you're a black woman or a black man in the industry, you just have to be more self-aware. If you're walking into a room and you want them to take you seriously, then, you know, get there on time, talk business, and sometimes leave when it's time to leave. Like, you know, there's just certain things that I would do. And yeah, I mean, that's it. I just keep it quite serious. Like, that's what I would say. I mean, but it is hard. And I do wish more men would be allies. And to be an ally is not just it's not by mouth or is by action. So if you have an opportunity, you call me. Hello, I'm here. Like, I'm here today. And if you have an opportunity that has money on top, as in speed dial me. That's just the truth. I think, like literally. And yeah, the same way you would call your boy. I have a few friends that have been really great advocates to me. They've helped me double my salary, double my yearly income. And a lot of them are men who have been allies and said, yo, I thought of you for this opportunity. Are you down? Can you come? Can you do this? Can you do that? And that's it. The women are doing their job. I think the men in the industry have to be better allies.
Okay, so just to make it easy for you guys.
Make it better for us.
Okay,
no, it's never easier.
Okay, better. I think
Yes.
better. Like, I think just to make it better. But you guys are holding your own down. Like, we see you, sisters.
Thank you.
We see you. Like, we see everything you guys are doing.
We
Like, we see you. Yeah, you guys are trying. So I mean, what you do now is becoming so popular back home. Like back home. Like, I don't know. Do you still connect to Nigeria? Like,
of course. I mean,
when was the last time you were in Lagos?
I was in Lagos in June. I went there literally for 6 days, and I literally just went to Universal, Maven. I went to see the Chalk City guys. I literally was just out. I think the first time I was there in June was the first time Ira Star performed on stage in Lagos, and I was there like, who the hell it is?
Yeah,
like,
man, she's young
bad.
and
Dangerous.
I mean, dangerous. Get in there. I mean,
19 and dangerous.
Yeah.
So yeah, like absolutely. Like, I know that, like, I don't know if you've seen today, they've announced the Headies nominations.
Yeah,
so
I'm not saying that. I mean, I've been here all day.
So I've been, you know, like, I connect with a lot of execs as well. I'm very close to quite a few execs in a lot of the indie labels in Nigeria. I even have musicians that I speak with and connect with in Abuja, because there's like a whole rap Alte scene going on there.
Yeah, I mean, that's where Buju came from. I think I've been following Buju for a while. Buju was in Abuja before he even blew up for like a while.
Exactly.
Like, underground, like just in the studio, like.
Exactly.
And Buju is big now, like.
Exactly.
Real
Literally,
big.
the last time I was in Lagos, in Nigeria, before I went to Lagos in June, I was literally in Abuja, and there was an artist that I'd been looking for, like, when am I going to see him? And I went to the studio. It was like 11 o'clock at night, and the guy had been there like for 10 hours straight. I was like, this is where I'll find. He was like, this is where you'll find me. So there's like, talent is raw, and people are hungry. Like,
underground,
the underground talent is crazy. But if you're asking me if I'm connected to people back home, absolutely. I sit in chats with them. We sit on Twitter spaces. Last night there was a huge Twitter space on Nigerian rappers. Benson, he was me and Nexen, he was on it.
Yeah, I mean, Benson is just
everyone just feeling
just different vibes right now. Like,
exactly. So there was like loads of people on it, and majority of the people that I connected there are in Nigeria, like, or they're repping Nigeria, or they're Nigerian artists based in the UK, based in Chicago, New York, wherever. And I pretty much connect with these kind of people every day, and that's why I keep saying, like, you can't be an artist and say you're not on any social media. It's a lie. One of those things is a lie. You're either not an artist.
Oh yeah, I know, a serious artist.
Which one is there's something wrong there?
Okay. I mean, this question is like very. I like to, like, honestly give you time to just talk about it. I think there are a lot of young women back home that want to go into the music business too, but they just need a starting point. Like, they just need somebody to point them in the direction. Okay. So for anybody that will come across this body of work, where do you think they should start from? Like, if they're serious about going into the music business.
If you're very, very serious, as a woman.
Yes.
MBA Academy. So it's the Godwin Tom. He's the manager for SDC, Show Them Camp. He has what we call the Music Business Academy. He launched it a few years ago, and it's got support from the UK government. It's got support from so many like music entities.
Is it here in the UK or back home
in Nigeria? That's why I'm mentioning it for the babes that are based home. It's called the MBA, and there's another academy if you're serious about, for example, production or producing, is the SARS Academy. That's
I know about the SARS book.
Yeah, both of them are open, running back to back. I know the people that are the lawyers and the entertainment execs that are behind it, and they're doing a fantastic job.
So they can give you a push.
Absolutely, but more so, you said women, right? And the reason why I mentioned the Godwin Tom's MBA is because he focuses on women. He has a group chat for any woman that wants to be an exec, and that is serious about it. He gives you discounts, because we have to spend our money in more important things. I'm kidding. Look
at Peng.
We have to look cute. So, he understands that we have plenty,
it's a serious work. Like, it's a way of life.
So we have to look fly, and we still have to educate ourselves. So he gives women a discount if you're a music exec and you're interested in being in the music industry. So that's the MBA Academy. Go check it out.
Right, guys, you heard it first from here. Go check it out. MBA Academy. Like, it's going to give you the push you need. So
definitely.
So like everything is good. Like, so where do you think you want to take your own journey to? Like,
right now I have a goal for when I open my monthly income by December. I know where I want it to be.
I know money is important. I know money is important. Like,
no, but that's what I'm trying to explain to you. That's like, for me, because I'm very my head is always on 100. I like to simplify things to make the way straight and clear. So I have a money goal. You have a career goal. You have a body goal. You have a flex goal.
That's
I
important.
have flex now. So there's so. For me right now, I'm really just interested in pushing my business to the next level. I really want this year Laude to have partnered with at least 4 companies that are within the same space. I really just want to work on at least 3 more artists this year who eventually will be like breakout artists. It's great to work with people that are doing really well and that are already on the come up, but I really want to work with somebody or some artists,
group of people,
yes, that are and specifically in the Nigeria region, that are really trying to break out, not just in the UK industry, but just break out into the world industry. Because one of the things that I've noticed about the artists that are doing really well is that the music is traveling no visa. It's not for UK or whatever.
Music
it's just
travel no visa.
It's just there.
Okay.
Do you get? So that's what I want to be able to do.
You don't need a visa before your music travel.
The music has to just be
it has to be able to go on its own
everywhere. So that's kind of where I'm at now. I really want to do that.
So upcoming artists are listeing to this. How could they reach you? How best can they just reach out to the management or something?
So you can hit me up on Instagram. So Elle_Erinle, ERINLE, or you can hit me up on LinkedIn. You can hit me up on Twitter. You can get me on Twitter. Same thing, Elle Erinle. And you can email me too, ellerinle@laudelondon.com.
Yeah. So
can you put this in the I don't know.
You're going to get it. It's going to be easy for anybody. Like when you're just listening to this podcast or you watch a YouTube video or something, you'll be able to connect with her. I think she's doing an amazing job. So now, we're rounding up. I'd like to just talk to you on a personal basis. So the job and everything. How do you keep it together? Like the job. Do you have to delay and gratify something? Love life, and everything. How do you manage?
Love life.
Is
it your business?
No, it's not my business, but is it possible? Yeah. Is it just possible for you to have this job, kind of job? And
no, I can't lie to you. It is quite crazy. After here, I'm heading to the studio till maybe 5 a.m.
So how do you keep? I know
just
those
have
type
to have
of things.
Understanding family.
How do you not keep it up together?
You have to have understanding family. You have to have an understanding partner. But most importantly, you have to have time for yourself. If you don't have time for yourself, you're not going to feel good. You're not going to look good, But one of the things that I did do is I took a step in December, like to start working more for myself, and any contract jobs that I do now is like I work for an American company right now. I'm allowed to be wherever I want. So I've had to like, you know, gain more freedom and take roles on that are more, you know, giving me more freedom to work on my business and things like that. So that's kind of what I've had to do.
So that way you've been able to manage love, family, everything together. I mean, that's definitely cool. That's interesting. I think you have a very interesting journey, and I wish you all the best with that. Like, it's so amazing talking to you. Like,
thank you for having me.
I had fun. Thank you for coming on here. And I'm rounding this up again. Like, I hope you guys are able to learn again on this episode. This was beautiful talking to her. See you guys on the next one.
Ciao.
Yes, thank you.
Do you like that?
I loved it.